Now to a bit of a change of pace, a company that came from China and listed on the ASX to help the China business. Eagle Health manufactures and sells a mix of traditional Chinese and Western nutritional and dietary supplements. It's a mix that it believes will be a winner in the long run as the consumer markets of China and Australia are moving closer together. Well, for investors, I should say the share price hasn't quite got back to its 2017 listing price, although it's been heading back that way. Rod Hannington, Executive Director of Eagle Health, joins me for an update.
Hi,
Rod, hello. Nice to have you here on the desk. Now, what's happened recently? Because that share price is ticking up. Is it some announcements recently that have driven it?
Yeah, look, I think there's a few things. We've been very active in investor relations. We've been doing a lot of road shows, talking to institutions and
here in Australia.
Here in Australia,
yeah.
Yes. And Chinese and Australian investors. But we also had some good new news with our retail store openings, our traditional Chinese medicine product launches.
So that's retail store openings in China?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're 100% dedicated to sales from China.
Yes, yes, yes. Your consumer market is over there, right?
Consumer markets in China, yeah. And we opened 4 stores in our home city of Xiamen in China in January this year. And that was focused on the diabetes patient particularly. And we saw the traffic coming through those stores was quite phenomenal. And we also saw a community outreach program to drive traffic to those stores. So that generated a lot of interest in the organisation to say, hey, maybe we can do this for our broader range of products. So,
and is this literally just opening bricks and mortar stores up there, given the population and everything else, or do you do it online first, gauge interest from...
So these are what we call experiential stores. So it's about coming to see our portfolio, our range of products, learning about the health issues that they may be facing.
And then ordering online.
And then ordering online. So it's like an online-offline model. And look, Chinese consumers are shopping in many different ways these days, and it's constantly changing. They're buying online, they're buying direct, they're buying in store, in pharmacy. So these stores, flagship stores, herald our product in the area. We have community people running out into the communities and educating consumers on the health benefits of our
product. And that's 100 stores. I mean, how much of a jump is that in your business?
So we'll ease our way into those 100 stores. That's our objective. We're going to reach, I think, around 370 million consumers with 100 stores. But I think it's going to take us 18 months to get there.
When you think of China, really, the numbers are just crazy.
Well, the reach is great, right, in these stores.
OK. Now, what about the product? You're into orchids.
Yes, we are, with Dendrobium.
Yeah.
We launched Dendrobium 2 years ago. It's now just over 10% of our business. Which, if you do the maths, around a $10 million product.
Yes. So just to be clear, what bit of the... Is it the root of the...
It's the stem.
The stem.
Yeah, it's...
Dried.
Sun-dried, ground.
Yes.
Organic status.
Yes, and it gives you...
gut health benefits, so which is obviously a big
Well, it all goes back to the gut these days, they say.
Sure does,
yeah.
So Dendrobium's been a real hit for us, and that traditional Chinese medicine ingredient has been well known in China for many, many years, obviously. But
so in part, this is actually coming out and looking at supplying the market from Australia as well, attaching the clean green.
Absolutely.
Image. Yeah.
So for traditional Chinese medicine, the Dendrobium product, we actually propagate and grow in China and harvest in China. But we're also looking at what we can bring from Australia to China. And as you know, cross-border's been pretty popular. Going from cross-border to registered products in market is something we're very interested in.
So what sort of products are made in Australia that you're shipping to China that you've got?
So at the moment, we are sourcing a diabetes product core ingredient from Australia. But moving forward, looking for gaps in the market that can be a combination of traditional Chinese medicine and supplements products.
Right. Now, you're looking at your share price from an investor point of view. As I say, you started up here and then it's sort of done that, and you're slowly coming back towards your issue price. And you had a big drop in February, spiked down. Why was that?
Not sure why. There was a couple of days of trading which were a little bit of a surprise.
Yes.
Liquidity is very low in our stock.
Yes.
So some of these very small trades are impacting on the overall value of the company.
Yeah. But how are you trading relative to your, overall value, do you think?
Well, we're currently trading around 37 cents, I think, today we ended up, and, that's around 113 million market cap.
Yeah.
We've got $35 million cash in the bank, so enterprise value is around 80 million on net sales of 90 million in 2017. So clearly there's a discount there for Chinese companies,
Yes.
and investors need to get to know us and trust us.
Do you think you have suffered directly from the current tensions between Australia and China at the moment?
I'm not sure about the tensions, if you're talking about political tensions.
Yes.
I think we've suffered more from some Chinese companies previously listing on the ASX and not really doing the right thing for their investors and following up and staying visible in the marketplace. You know, we spend at least one day a week on the road meeting investors. We have a lot of media and a lot of announcement programs going on to talk to investors about Eagle Health, about our role on the ASX, how we want to be the role model Chinese company listed on the ASX.
Would you look at capital raisings on the ASX going forward?
We would. We are cashed up, but we are also looking for some M&A activity in Australia.
Yes.
And we may do some additional raising to fund an acquisition. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that could be, what, within the next 6 months or so?
Well, we're looking at it right now. So a lot of the time, a lot of my time now with investors, and also looking at screening organisations that we could fit with. So yeah, it's pretty busy and a lot of activity.
All right, well, watch this.
A lot of news to come, I hope.
Excellent. Watch this space. We'll keep an eye. Rod Hannington, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tegan.
After the break.